let's keep this rolling. Your next comic has been an absolute delight. Has been performing now for like 4 years, I believe, or 2. All right, awesome. But it's still very funny, very awesome. Please welcome Dane Spencer to the stage.
Thank you, John. Also, thank you to Sophie for making it smell like weed, beer, fart, and suicide on the stage. I'm originally from Billings, Montana, so that just reminds me of home. How's everybody doing tonight? Fantastic. I'm actually a little bit sorry I have to start my set on a serious note. I need to warn you all about the dangers of non-alcoholic beer. Boo is inappropriate. But I recently got a non-alcoholic beer. Went to the bartender, asked for one. He got it for me, cracked it open. I said, thank you. He then paused and said, hey, I accidentally opened another non-alcoholic beer. I can't sell it to anybody. Would you like it on the house? I said, thank you. That's very nice. I took it. I then realized I am double fisting non-alcoholic beers. I'm about to be not fun twice as fast. You're supposed to pace yourself. I was at the bar on a date. I do have some dating advice for everyone here. I think it's important to know your type. I think it's more important to know what type is attracted to you. I thought about that the other day, and I realized the type that is attracted to me is gluten-free girlies. The last 4 women I have dated have had celiac disease. That is too many to be a coincidence. Thought about it scientifically, and I realized they so desperately miss bread that they will take anything that is white, flaky, and bad for them. I'm just a human croissant. I do know my type, and it's evil. It's okay to like evil women, you just have to be prepared. I am currently dating someone, and she said, while we were talking, hey, I would be interested in choking you. Is that something that you would also be interested in? It's okay, I was prepared. I knew I needed to clarify, do you mean during sex? Or was she just going to reach over the breakfast table and just go, ah? Thought about that later. I don't know why sex makes that okay. The ground rules for me getting choking are that I need to be naked, distracted, and already out of breath. And I'm cool with it. Speaking of violence, I've noticed that a lot of the trendy date spots in town are just doing violent activities together. When we started dating, the first date we went on was to axe throwing. The second date we went on was to a kickboxing class. For our next date, we're just going to strangle some guy. I feel like murder is going to bring us closer together as a couple. Now, for our next date, we're actually going to go to the Rage Room. Has anyone been to the Rage Room in town? For those of you who haven't, it's great. It is a room full of old furniture and appliances. They give you a baseball bat. You get to yell and scream and destroy everything. They also had them when I was younger, but it was called Hanging Out with My Dad. I thought he had an anger problem. Turns out entrepreneur. My favorite date is coming right here to the Roxy Theater to see a movie. Give it up for the Roxy. It is my favorite movie theater in town, mostly because I hate the Diamond Theater here. The Diamond Theater offers food that has no place being eaten in a dark movie theater. Number 1 on that list is what I got, which is a fully loaded plate of nachos. You need the gift of sight to safely enjoy a plate of nachos. I'm in a pitch black movie theater just reaching in. And I went, all right, let's see what we get. Handful of beans. That was just a handful of beans. That burns. That's not good on its own. Let's go in for reach number 2, guacamole. That's helping the bean burn. We're making progress. That feels better. Going for reach number 3. Milk duds. I didn't even fucking order those on the snack bar. What the fuck is going on? I do enjoy going to the movies. I love a scary movie. You got any scary movie fans? That's why I was disappointed when a friend recommended I watch the original Exorcist movie. Said it's one of the scariest movies ever made. A couple of you were laughing, you realize this is not a scary movie. The scariest thing that happens in the original Exorcist is the little possessed girl starts vomiting and cursing God. That has happened to me after eating an egg salad sandwich from the gas station. It's not scary if it's just a standard Tuesday for me. I do actually have a hot tip for all the horror fans in town. You don't want to go to a scary movie. What you want to do is go to the ballet. You just need to go violently high on marijuana. How are they jumping so high? Why is no one talking? Why is that one guy trying to fuck that swan? These are questions I yelled from the balcony before security escorted me out of the facility. Most terrifying night of my life, 5 stars. I do get scared with some real life occurrences. This past year, I got my very first tattoo. I realized I am not the best tattoo client. I was shaky. I started to cry. At one point, I thought I might actually be sick. This was all in my car before When I got inside, it wasn't much better because my tattoo artist's first question was, "What is your pain tolerance?" I then tried to clarify, "Do you mean physical or emotional pain?" That's all the answer she needed because she just wrote down pussy for both. I do find a trend with tattoos. This is my first tattoo. There's a lot of meaning behind it. I think when you get your first tattoo, you give a little extra time. You want it to be something that you're going to be proud of for the rest of your life. I talked to a friend of mine about his first tattoo, and he said, "Oh, it's a rocking chair. I got it because of my grandmother. She was the one who raised me. That chair is where she would rock me to sleep. That chair is where she taught me to read. I wanted to get it because I wanted to remember that area forever." That is absolutely beautiful. I then asked him about his most recent tattoo. He said, "Oh, it's a bottle of Pepsi. Fucking a can of Pringles. With the phrase, 'Once you pop, you don't stop.' Also for my grandmother. Amen." Folks, my name is Dane Spencer.
The comical Dane Spencer.